Hello.
Hi, this is Stephanie from the PUC.
Hey, Stephanie. This is
Hi.
Faratan from Black Olive VIP Lima.
Okay, are you able to change your name on the screen to your first and last, and then the company that you're representing today?
Sure, yeah.
Thanks.
Hello.
Hi, this is Stephanie from the PUC.
Hey, Stephanie. This is Faratan from Black.
Perfect. And then will you have any documents that you're going to need to present today? Any evidence?
Yeah, the problem with my situation, so I got the insurance, but the problem I recently moved, and since they couldn't match the address in the PUC and the insurance, I mean address I put in the policy, they couldn't file the Form E. They called me on that one, and then I update the address through Secretary of State, but I didn't know that that wasn't enough for PUC. And I found the PUC like address info update paper online,
Mhm.
and it says only fax or mail. And I tried to fax it, and I think PUC's fax machine was broken. That's what I was told from UPS.
Okay.
So I couldn't fax it. So I technically mailed it. You should just receive it in a couple of days, I think. And after that, my insurance will be able to submit Form E. But I currently have insurance, and I can provide the policy
Okay.
number.
Okay, hold on one second. So the hearing won't start until noon. I just wanted to make sure, like, if you had any documents you needed to present on the record today.
Sure. Yeah. What do you want me to represent on that?
Do you have any documents that you need to show the judge?
Yeah, I have the address update paper, and then I have the policy like declaration page, whatever you need.
Okay, hold on.
And where are we gonna provide the documents through? Like, how am I gonna send it?
Just one second.
Okay.
Okay, if you can tell me what your email address is, and I'll send you a link to download those documents. And then the judge will start the hearing, and then they have a couple preliminary matters, and then he'll turn it over to you, and then you can tell me what documents you'll want to present, and I'll pull them up and share them on the screen.
Okay.
You'll need to have them in a PDF format to upload them to the box.com folder. Are you able to do that?
I can. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then just tell me your email address, and then
Yeah. It's gonna be Black Olive VIP Limo at gmail.com.
Black Olive
VIP. Yeah.
VIPLIMO at
Yeah.
Gmail.
Correct. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. I'll send that over to you in just a minute.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
And how about the pictures?
If you have any kind of photos like that, they have to be in a PDF format. You can download those into the box folder as well if you have that.
I'm not sure how to convert it into PDF format though.
Is it on
Oh,
your
here we go.
phone? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I found it.
Okay. I just have to create a box.com folder, and then I'll send you the invitation to that.
Okay, sounds
Thanks.
good.
Okay, I'm getting ready to send it. I just want to double check. It's Black Olive VIP Limo at gmail.com. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Okay, thanks.
I got it.
Okay, I'm just creating a folder for today's hearing. So
Mhm.
you'll need to upload it into the folder in just a second.
Should I fill it out and register for it?
Yeah, you can do that a while.
Yeah, when I click on the email confirmation link, it says link has expired. Contact your account administrator and request them to resend the email confirmation of the account that you're trying to access.
I can resend it, but it looks like you already accepted it.
Yeah, I did.
Just
What
got
am I
that.
gonna?
Yeah, let me just double check. Hold on. Yeah, I show you as a co-owner. You should be able to go into that folder.
Am I gonna go in there?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how am I gonna go into the box?
You have to sign in to the box.com. I'm going to send you another email with instructions.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think I'm in. Yeah, here we go. I got it.
You have it? Okay.
Yeah. So there's 23C dash 0497. Is that the folder you want me to update? I mean, upload the.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, I uploaded them.
All right. Let me just refresh my screen to make sure I can open those. Hold on one second.
Mhm.
Okay, I see them there. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So
Thank
we're
you.
just going to wait for the judge to start the hearing then. And then
Okay.
once he starts, you can turn on your video.
Oh, you need the camera too?
Yeah, when the hearing starts.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Before we start, I'd like to make sure with my court reporter and clerk that they're both ready. Ms. Boulay, Ms. Kunkel, are you both ready?
This is Tracy. I'm ready, Judge.
Ready, Judge.
Thank you very much. I am now calling proceeding number 23C-0497-INS. This is the Commission bi-weekly insurance show cause proceedings set by notices and complaints to individual respondents. Today is October 25th, 2023. It is now 12 p.m. My name is Aviv Segev. I'm the administrative law judge assigned to hear this case. I want to inform or remind the parties that it's the Commission's practice to webcast legal proceedings and that both the audio and video feeds of this proceeding are being webcasted. We're also recording this hearing, and we have a court reporter who is transcribing everything that is being said during the hearing. To avoid background noise, please keep your microphone muted until it is your turn to speak. When you do speak, please speak loudly and clearly, and do not try not to talk over one another so that we can get a good record. Zoom has a chat function. I'm asking that you do not use it to get my attention. If you'd like to get my attention, you can simply raise your hand or motion with your hand, or just tell me that you would like to say something. We will start with entries of appearance. I understand we have one respondent connected today. So let's start with entries of appearance. Let's start with you, Ms. Hayden, please.
Jennifer Hayden with the Colorado Department of Law, appearing on behalf of PUC staff.
All right, and I see an individual by the name of Ferritin Merakli. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. Merakli, I believe that's how one might pronounce it. And so please enter your appearance. By that I mean, tell us who you are and on behalf of whom you are appearing.
Yes, sir. My name is Faratin Marakli, and I am the owner of Black Olive VIP Limo LLC.
Ferritin Merakli, Black Olive VIP Limo LLC. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you. Just so that we can see if we may be able to excuse you, let me ask Ms. Hayden if staff is still seeking to revoke Black Olive VIP's Limo LLC's permit or authority.
Yes, Your Honor, staff is intending to proceed on the matter.
Okay, I understand. All that means is that Mr. Merakli, that the staff. Well, let me explain how the hearing will work, and we'll go from there. Okay. And so since the staff of the commission filed the complaints in this matter, staff has the burden to prove that the allegations in the complaints, yours included, Mr. Merakli, are true. This means staff will present the evidence first, and this usually comes in the form of witness testimony and documents that staff may present as exhibits. You, Mr. Merakli, and I believe we have one more respondent who has joined in. I believe let's pause with the explanation and have Mr. Araya or Ms. Araya kindly turn their camera on and introduce themselves and tell me on behalf of whom they are appearing. So again, the individual who's identified by the name Robel Araya, if you can kindly turn your camera on and tell us on behalf of whom you're appearing.
Yeah, my name is Robel Araya. I'm on time Denver Limo.
On time Denver Limo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and again, before we move any further, Ms. Hayden, does staff is still seeking to revoke Mr. Araya's, or I'm sorry, On Time Denver's permit or authority?
Yes, Your Honor, we're seeking to revoke.
Okay, very good. Well, very good or not, I'm not sure, but I understand what you're saying. And so let me, Mr. Araya, do you have any documents you would like to present today?
Yeah, I have a document that my insurance is still active. I go to my insurance company today, and I don't know what he couldn't even understand what happened, but he talked to the underwriter. So he's reviewing my document. He's it shouldn't happen. I don't know, somehow, because my insurance get expired on
I
the.
understand. Just if you could hold on, I will give you plenty of time and opportunity
Okay.
to present your case. Just hold on one quick second. Can you give me your email address so that my clerk can send you a link to upload any documents you would like me to consider?
Okay, sounds good. Should I
Just say it. You just say
Okay.
it. No. Just say it right now out loud. Please spell every letter unless it's pretty uncomplicated.
Okay. ROBIKARAYA@gmail.com.
Okay, so my clerk will shortly send you a link to which you are welcome to upload whatever documents, not whatever, they need to be, I believe, in PDF format or Word. Is that correct, Ms. Kunkel?
It needs to be in a PDF format.
It all needs to be in PDF. I'm sorry. Once you have the document ready, upload them. In the meantime, I'll continue to explain how this hearing will work. So if you could be attentive to that, it will probably take a couple of minutes for Ms. Kunkel to send you the link. So kindly pay attention to my explanation as to how this proceeding will work. And then when you're ready, you can upload the documents. Before you joined or during the time you joined, I was explaining that's because staff, the commission staff filed the complaints. In this case, they have the burden of proving that the allegations in the complaints are true. This means that staff will present the evidence first. This usually comes in the form of witness testimony and documents that staff may present as exhibits. You, Mr. Mercalli and Araya, will have the opportunity to ask staff witness questions. If staff has documents that it would like to admit into evidence, you will have the opportunity to object. You can object if you believe there's a legal reason that I should not consider the documents into evidence in this case. Again, this is not your opportunity to present your case quite yet. It is just an opportunity for you to tell me why I might not consider the document that staff is attempting to present as evidence. Okay? Once the commission staff presented its evidence, it will be your turn, Mr. Mercalli and Mr. Araya, to present your respective cases. You can testify if you'd like. You can also present documents. I understand that you, Mr. Mercalli, you have already uploaded whatever documents you would like me to consider. I am hopeful that you, Mr. Araya, will do the same very shortly. I'm sorry, I'll have to pause yet once more because it appears we have one more responded that appeared. So there's an individual identified by the name Experience Guide LLC, could you please tell us, I'm assuming you're appearing on behalf of Experience Guide LLC, but could you please turn your camera on and tell us and introduce yourself?
I believe he's muted.
Okay, I believe you're muted. No, I think he's unmuted, but are you able to hear us and speak, mister? I'm not sure what your name is. Oh, we cannot hear you. I can see your lips moving, but we cannot hear you. I'm sorry. What? Try once more, please. No, still cannot hear you. I'm sorry.
Judge, it looks like Skylar Nielsen is signed in. I'm not sure if that's the same person, but they're signed in twice.
Okay.
So Skylar is
maybe
signed in under Skylar and then also Experience Guide LLC.
I see. Okay. So would it be possible, Mr. Nielsen, for you to log out from one of, if it is indeed the same, if you're representing the same entity, okay, I see that you shut down one of those instances. Okay. Thank you, Stephanie. All right. We can still, I see your lips moving, but we still cannot hear you. I'm sorry. Still cannot, sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
My apologies. I don't know why that was configured weird. My name is Skylar Nielsen, everyone. I'm with Experience Guide LLC. Thank you for your patience there while I figured out the configuration.
No problem. So you're with Experience Guide LLC. Let me ask Ms. Hayden, who is the attorney representing the commission staff, if staff is still seeking to revoke the permit or authority held by, I'm sorry, I already forgot the name.
Experience Guide LLC.
Experience Guide LLC. Ms. Hayden?
Yes, Your Honor, we will proceed.
We will proceed. You will proceed with respect to Experience Guide LLC. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So it appears we have 3 respondents, and Mr. Nielsen, I don't know how much of my explanation as to how these proceedings will work you've heard, but I will very briefly repeat what I've said, just in case you haven't heard some or most of it. Since the commission staff filed the complaint in this matter, it is the staff's burden to prove that the allegations in the complaints are true. This means that staff will present its evidence first. This usually comes in the form of witness testimony and documents that staff may present as exhibits. You, the 3 respondents, will have the opportunity to ask staff's witness questions. And if staff asks for any documents to be admitted, I will give you the opportunity to object. You can object if you believe there is a legal reason that they should not consider the document as evidence. Again, this is not your opportunity this is not yet your opportunity to present your case or your side of the story. It is just an opportunity to make a legal objection, if any, if you have an objection to the introduction of a document that the staff is seeking to admit as evidence. Once the commission staff presented its evidence, it will be your turn. And by your, I mean the 3 respondents that appeared here today to present your evidence. You can testify if you'd like. You can also present documents. That reminds me, Mr. Nielsen, would you kindly spell out your email address so that my clerk could send you a link so that you can upload any documents you would like me to consider, if any. I'm not saying you have such documents, but if you do have documents that you would like me to consider, please provide me with your email address so that you can be sent a link to upload the documents onto a box.com link. What is
Yes,
your
Your
email?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor. My email is my first name, Skyler. It's spelled Skyler at experienceguide, one word, .com.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So I'm not sure exactly how long it will take, but you can upload any PDF documents you would like me to consider. And so it is my understanding, based on the record, that staff has emailed all of the respondents, including the three of you who appeared here today, the email, I'm sorry, the documents staff intends on presenting today during the hearing. If you receive that email, it might make it easier for you to follow along. Otherwise, as staff is presenting its evidence, it will be displayed on the screen. So you can choose whichever one is easier for you to follow. But again, I think sometimes it's easy to see the document separately on the whole screen, but you, of course, do not have to do that. Let's move on to the evidentiary portion of the hearing, unless there are any other preliminary issues to address. Let's start with you, Ms. Hayden.
Your Honor, there is one preliminary issue to address.
Please.
Staff is no longer proceeding on Anything Automotive, LLC, as they had filed insurance.
Okay, LLC. It is noted. Thank you for that. Any other preliminary issues?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you for that. Mr. Murakali, are there any issues you would like to discuss before we start with the presentation of evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. I recently moved, and because of that, my insurance, since my PUC address in the PUC and my address I put in the policy didn't match, they couldn't file it. They called me and said I need to update it, and I went ahead and updated my business address through Secretary of State's website. But I didn't know that was, yeah.
Mr. Murakali, I appreciate everything you've said, but it sounds like this is what you would like to testify about, which is not yet the time.
Oh, okay.
For that. But do you have a preliminary issue that you would like me to address before we actually start with the presentation of evidence? That's what I mean by preliminary. I understand that you would like to testify and that you believe you have evidence to support what you're telling me. But it's not time for you to do that quite yet. As I mentioned, the staff will present its evidence first, and then I will give the three of you the opportunity to present your case. We're not there yet. But before we even start with staff's presentation of evidence, I wanted to know whether any of the three respondents have any preliminary matters to address.
I don't think. Oh, can you elaborate? Sorry for my English.
It's okay.
You
Your English is fine. Preliminary meaning that do not directly relate to either side's presentation, to any of the parties' presentation of evidence. Any motions, any
I don't think I have that one, Your Honor.
Technical issues that you would like to address. Okay, all right. It doesn't sound like any of the three respondents have any preliminary issues to address. If you are not sure whether it's a preliminary issue or not, you can just address it when it is your turn to speak, and I will address it appropriately. I will not, of course, penalize any of the respondents for referencing something not in the right order, so to speak. All right. With that, let's please move on to the evidentiary portion of the hearing. Ms. Hayden, is staff ready to present its evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You may call your first witness.
Staff calls Marquita Riley to the stand.
Thank you. Ms. Riley, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you will give will be the truth?
Yes.
You may put your hand down, and Ms. Hayden, the witness is yours.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Can you please state and spell your name?
Marquita Riley, Marquita Riley.
Who is your current employer?
The Public Utilities Commission.
What is your job title?
I'm the program assistant for the transportation unit.
What is your role in this proceeding?
I review the commission records and coordinate with staff for these proceedings against motor carriers that do not have current effective levels of financial responsibility on file with the commission.
Do the commission statutes and the rules require motor carriers to file evidence of financial responsibility with the commission?
Yes.
Can you tell us which statutes or rules require motor carriers to have evidence of financial responsibility?
Per Rule 6008 require that motor carriers maintain and file evidence of financial responsibility with the commission.
What needs to be provided to the commission to show financial responsibility?
Again, per Rule 008, motor carriers must electronically file such forms. An example would be a Form E of insurance filings as financial evidence of responsibility.
How long does this evidence of financial responsibility remain in effect?
Per our rule requires that each insurance company give the commission a 30-day advance written notice when insurance is not being renewed or if it's being canceled.
And what is the next step when you receive a notification of cancellation or non-renewal?
We use the commission op rights database to compile a list of motor carriers that have received written notice of cancellation.
Were the exhibits for today's hearing provided to the respondents?
Yes.
Can we please take a look at what's been previously marked as hearing exhibit 1? Ms. Riley, please describe this document.
This is the initial hearing cycle listing that contains the names of the motor carriers that the commission received notice that their financial responsibility was going to expire.
And who prepared this list?
Commission staff did.
And how was it prepared?
We used the commission's op rights database to compile the list.
And when did staff prepare this list?
On October 6, 2023.
Can you describe where the date appears on exhibit 1?
Yes, it's on the bottom right corner.
Does the commission create a hearing cycle listing like the one we see in this exhibit 1 as part of the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Is it the practice of the commission to maintain documents like this hearing exhibit 1 as part of its business record in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
And can we scroll through page 8 to obtain a complete record? Thank you. Oh. Your Honor, staff moves to admit exhibit 1.
Thank you. Mr. Murakli, Mr. Araya, Mr. Nielsen, do you have a legal objection to the introduction of what's been marked as hearing exhibit number 1?
No, Your Honor.
All right. If I can get a no or a yes from the other two respondents, that would be great.
No, yeah, Your Honor.
All right. Very
No,
good.
Your Honor.
Oh, all right. Very good. Thank you. Hearing exhibit 1 is admitted.
Based on this list, what action did the commission take?
The commission sent a letter to each respondent.
Please turn your attention to what has been marked as hearing exhibit 2. Ms. Riley, what are these documents?
These are copies of the letter sent to each respondent on today's updated list.
And what does the information in these letters tell the respondents?
The letter explains that all operations under its authority are suspended as of the date the insurance expires, unless proof of proper insurance is submitted to the commission It also provides notice of today's hearing and advises the respondent that if proper evidence of financial responsibility is not submitted to the commission, then its authority may be revoked.
And when did the commission send these letters?
On October 6, 2023.
Is it the practice of the commission to create letters like these in the regular course of business activity?
Yes.
And is it the practice of the commission to maintain letters like Exhibit 2 as part of its records in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
If we could continue to scroll through down to the bottom, page 20, the last for a full record. Thank you. Your Honor, staff moves to admit Exhibit 2 into evidence.
Mr. Miracli, Mr. Araya, and Mr. Nielsen, you have a legal objection to the introduction of what's been marked as hearing exhibit number 2.
No, Your Honor.
Again, if I
No,
could
Your
please,
Honor.
thank you. I'm missing one response. I believe Mr. Nielsen responded and maybe Mr. Araya. I'm not sure about Mr. Miracli. Do any of the respondents have a legal objection to the introduction of hearing exhibit number 2?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Hearing exhibit number 2 is admitted.
Does the commission require motor carriers to establish and maintain a designated agent?
Yes, per Rule 6006 requires that motor carriers file and maintain a designated agent.
Were these notice letters sent to the addresses of the designated agents provided to the commission?
Yes.
How did the commission serve these letters?
The letters were sent through first-class postal mail.
Let's turn to what has previously been marked as hearing exhibit 3. Please describe this document.
This is the attachment sent with each notice letter in Exhibit 2. This attachment contains information about how to participate in today's video conference hearing.
When was this attachment sent to the respondents?
On October 6, 2023.
Is it the commission's standard practice to include this attachment with the notification letters to the respondents when it holds an electronic hearing?
Yes.
Did the commission create this attachment in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Is it the practice of the commission to maintain attachments like Exhibit 3 in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Your Honor, staff would move to admit hearing Exhibit 3.
Any objection to hearing exhibit 3 being admitted into evidence?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor. But I have a question, if that's okay.
It is okay.
Yeah. So I don't they might send me a letter, but because I moved from where I used to live, so I got the email yesterday. So yeah, that's what I want to let you know. But
Okay.
other than that, yeah.
I understood. When it is your turn to speak, you might state
Okay.
that again, but you do not have a legal objection
No.
to okay, very good. Hearing exhibit number 3 is admitted. Thank you.
Now let's talk about what has previously been marked as hearing Exhibit 4. Please describe this document.
This is the certificate of service for each notice letter and attachment sent to each respondent.
Did the commission create this certificate in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Is it the practice of the commission to maintain certificates like this in the regular course of its business?
Yes.
Your Honor, staff moves to admit Exhibit 4.
Any objection to the admission of what's been marked as hearing exhibit 4?
No, Your Honor.
No,
No, Your
no.
Honor.
Okay, I got 3 no's. Thank you. Hearing exhibit 4 is admitted.
The language on the certificate states, whose name and addresses appear below, and below that it states, see hearing cycle listing. Are these statements referring to the original hearing cycling list in Exhibit 1?
Yes.
Let's return to hearing Exhibit 2, which is the notice letter. Thank you. The letter informs the respondent about what happens if it can provide evidence of insurance or surety coverage before the hearing. If the commission receives evidence of insurance of surety or surety coverage, what happens?
Then we do not proceed against that carrier and dismiss them from the hearing cycle listing.
And did staff create an updated hearing cycle listing for today's hearing?
Yes.
Let's look at what has previously been marked as hearing Exhibit 5. Ms. Riley, please describe this document.
This is the updated hearing cycle listing for today's date. It contains the names of the respondents that we still don't have current effective levels of financial responsibility on file with the commission.
Did staff create this list the same way as you described for hearing Exhibit 1?
Yes.
Who created this document?
Commission staff
When was it created?
on October 24th, 2023.
Did the commission create this hearing cycle listing in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Is it the practice of the commission to maintain the updated hearing cycle listing in Exhibit 5 as part of its records in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Did we scroll through this already? If we could please scroll through to the bottom of the page for a complete record. Thank you. Staff, Your Honor, staff moves for the admission of Exhibit 5.
Any objections to the introduction of what's been marked as hearing exhibit 5?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Hearing exhibit 5 is admitted.
Did staff send a letter to all motor carriers listed in hearing Exhibit 5?
Yes.
Do the addresses listed in hearing Exhibit 5 match the carrier's addresses in hearing Exhibit 2?
Yes.
When is the last time you checked to see if there was any change in the status of the carriers in Exhibit 5?
Today, the morning of October 25th, 2023.
Are you aware of any pending applications affecting a common and contract carriers listed in hearing Exhibit 5?
No, we don't have any pending applications at this time.
Does staff recommend dismissing any carriers listed in hearing Exhibit 5?
Yes, we just have one. Anything Automotive LLC, permit number T-03519. Insurance has been filed.
Thank you. And is that the same as the one we addressed in the preliminary matter?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you. Are you aware of any letters returned to the commission?
Yes, we do have one return mail for this proceeding. It was for Tri-County Auto and Recovery.
I'm sorry, can you repeat? I'm sorry, can you repeat the name? I apologize.
No, it's okay. It was for Tri-County Auto and Recovery, I believe. It was remailed out, but that company has been dismissed. We did receive updated insurance from them.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that.
Ms. Riley, when does the decision made after this hearing become a final commission decision?
The recommended decision will become a final commission decision 20 days after the administrative law judge issues the decision.
And what happens if a carrier provides proof of insurance before the decision becomes a final order of the commission?
Then the recommended decision will not be enforced against that respondent.
And what is staff's recommendation today?
The staff recommends that the certificate or permit numbers listed on here in Exhibit 5 be revoked for lack of financial responsibility as required by law, except for anything automotive LLC.
Thank you, Ms. Riley. I have nothing further for this witness, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Hayden. Do any of the three respondents, let me ask you, Mr. Maracli, Mr. Araya, and Mr. Nielsen, would any of you, and let me know in no particular order, would like to ask Ms. Riley questions based on the testimony that she just gave?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, Your Honor.
Yes, so I still have the active insurance. Am I gonna get time to upload it?
Yes, yes, you will. And again, let me ask this again, and I think I received a response from Mr. Nielsen and Mr. Maracli. Do you, Mr. Araya, would you like to ask Ms. Riley a question based on the testimony that she just gave?
No, I don't have any question actually.
You don't have questions for Ms. Riley. Okay, thank you very much. And we will proceed, and you will get your opportunity, and I will cover that in just 1 second. But Ms. Riley, thank you very much for your testimony. You are excused. Ms. Hayden, does staff rest?
Yes, Your Honor, staff rests.
Thank you. Okay. So I believe that my clerk, and she will correct me if I'm wrong, has the email addresses of each of the respondents. If she has not already, she will very shortly send each of you. I know, Mr. Maracli, that you have already uploaded whatever documents you would like to proceed, and you will be the first to present your of the respondents to present your case. As to Mr. Araya and Mr. Nielsen, you should be on the lookout for an email. If it's not already in your inbox, it should be there very shortly. Once you get that email, it should be not too complicated for you to upload whatever PDF documents that you would like me to consider in this case onto the box.com. So I will start with Mr. Maracli. He will present his evidence since we already know that he has been able to do that. And I will await the documents, if any, from the other two respondents, and we'll move to you when you guys when the two remaining respondents are ready. Okay, so Mr. Maracli, now it is your turn to present your case. You're welcome to testify. It sounds based on what you said earlier that you would like to testify, and you would also like me to consider documents. So can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you will give will be the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Put your hand down. Thank you very much. When you're ready, you don't need to, of course, ask yourself questions. You can just go ahead and let me know anything you would like me to know in this case, in your case.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, first of all, and thank you for your service. So yeah, I recently moved, and I got a new policy, and since my address in the PUC and the address in the policy didn't match, insurance called me back, Progressive. They called me back and said, hey, we don't have the same address, and we can't really file the Form E without having the same addresses in both sides. I said, yeah, that's fine. I went into Secretary of State's website and I uploaded that picture too. I updated my company address, but I didn't know that wasn't enough because I needed to actually update the address through PUC as well. And I found the paper, it said only fax or mail only. So I filled it out. I tried to fax, but the PUC's fax machine was broken. I tried twice, at the UPS store. So it couldn't fax, so I just mailed it. So yeah, it should be either there today, tomorrow, I think, in the building. I have the document in the picture of the document in the folder as well. But and then I also have the insurance too. Like I have the declaration page uploaded in there. So but it's just gonna take whenever PUC is done updating my address, they're gonna be able to submit it for me.
Understood. And together with that, I understand that you have some documents that you would like me to consider. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Kunkel, would you kindly display? Or do you have a particular document? How many documents do you have that you would like me to consider?
There are 3 that I uploaded. Declaration page.
Okay.
Address update for PUC and address update for SOS.
Okay. So, is there a particular order you would like them to be presented?
Doesn't really matter, but the chronological order was first one SOS, second one actually first one a declaration page, second was SOS, and the third is PUC. So
Okay, of course. All right. Ms. Kunkel?
Actually, I'm not sure which is which. There were 2 that were submitted as photos, and one was the insurance declaration page. Which one
So
do you want first?
the
Doesn't
the
matter.
one looks like the declaration page is the first one. If you want,
Let me share my screen. You can see if that's correct.
that's the second one. That's the third one.
This one?
This is not the declaration page.
That was the only other insurance document that was submitted. The other
So there
2
were-
are
were there,
photos.
were there 2? I'm sorry, Stephanie. Were there 2 documents uploaded or more than that?
There's 3. There's the insurance declaration page, which is on the screen now. And then there were 2 photos. Looks like photos of documents.
Okay, so let's start with the document that's on the screen right now. Mr. Mercalli, what would you like me to know about this document?
This is the address update for PUC, address update of the company in the PUC. So yeah, I just need my address be updated in the PUC or permit. Like when I search my company name through PUC's website, when you do permit search, it shows my previous address, and insurance cannot submit the Form E with that address being there.
All right, so just let's do it kind of step by step. And whose signature is on the bottom of this document?
It's mine.
And when did you submit this document?
I was able to mail it yesterday.
Okay, very good. All right. Miss, and since you presented it here, I'm assuming you would like me to admit it into evidence, to become a part of the record in this case. Is that correct?
Were you asking me?
I'm asking you whether you would like me to admit this document into evidence. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
You would like it. Okay. And so, Ms. Hayden, do you have any objection to, well, it's not marked, but Stephanie, if you could enlarge it so we can properly identify this document, so we know which document we're admitting. So the document, even go higher if you would. And
Oh, it's hard to do
okay,
that
I
with the
see what you're
screen.
saying. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Let me.
because of the way it's formatted.
I understand. Okay, so there's a document entitled with a logo, a name of the Colorado Department of Regulatory Agencies that identifies in the first blank Black Olive VIP Limo LLC. It is signed by Mr. Mercalli and is dated October 24, 2023. Ms. Hayden, do you have an objection to the introduction of what will become hearing exhibit, let's call it 201 in this matter? Or 200, let's call it 200. Ms. Hayden, do you have an objection?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so what will be marked as hearing exhibit 200 that I have just described is admitted, and it will be marked again as hearing exhibit 200. Okay, anything else you would like me to know about this this document, Mr. Miracali?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the next document in I guess in no particular order. Ms. Kunkel, whichever document you can present next. Okay. Mr. Miracali, can you tell us what is the document that's presented on the screen?
This is the commercial insurance declarations page for Black Olive VIP Lima LLC, which I am owner of. Yeah, and yeah, that's the declaration page.
Okay, it's the declaration page. Yeah, let's wait until we scroll all the way down. Okay. Who signed this document?
Which signature? I didn't.
On the very bottom, there's a signature. Can sorry, can we go to the?
It must be the underwriter. It says secretary. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and can we, if we can go back to the top, please? What's the policy number that this document is discussing or is applicable to? It appears to be showing it on the top right portion of the first page.
It's the policy number 974286387.
Is that your policy?
It is my policy. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And whose name is on the left or top left portion of that document?
It's my name, my company's name, and my address, Your Honor.
Very good. I'm assuming again that you would like me to admit this into evidence. Is that this document into evidence? Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Hayden, do you have an objection to the introduction of what will be marked as hearing exhibit 201 into evidence and that we just described?
Your Honor, staff would object on foundation grounds.
On foundation. Okay. All right.
Your Honor, can staff have an opportunity to voir dire the witness on this? Exhibit?
Go ahead, and then I'll render my decision. Go ahead with your questions, and I will render a decision immediately thereafter.
Mr. Merkley, did you create this document?
No, I
Do you
mean,
know?
it was sent by Progressive on my policy. I can log in right now if you want.
Do you know specifically who created this document?
It's the Progressive app. So here, I'm not sure if you can see it. Documents, it's loading.
Mr. Merkley, I can only focus on the document that was submitted here before the court, the hard paper copy here that we're looking at.
Yeah, correct.
Do you know who created this?
Progressive Commercial Insurance.
Do you know when it was created?
It was created on October 16th, I believe, 2020.
But you don't have any firsthand knowledge or personal knowledge of a specific person or a date and time. Is that right?
I mean, I put my information through their website and I paid for it and got the insurance. And this is the document they sent through the portal in the app.
Your Honor, staff would renew its objection.
Okay, so what will be the document entitled Commercial Auto Insurance Coverage Summary, on the top right portion of it, it states Progressive Commercial, and on the top left, there's the address for Progressive, and right under it is the information of the respondent. Is admitted into evidence and will be marked as hearing exhibit 201. Thank you both for that. Ms. Kunkel, I believe there's a third document. If you could kindly display it on the screen, that would be great.
Really hard to enlarge it.
I understand. Could you enlarge it, and then we'll just look at it in chunks, or but you can now scroll up, can you? Let me see.
I will try another way. Hold on.
Okay. 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 Let's zoom out just a teeny bit more until we get the top portion of the okay. I guess there's more writing. All right. Let's leave it at that for now. And Mr. Merakli, can you please tell me what is this document that's now presented on the screen that you would like me to consider?
Yes, Your Honor. So after I I started the insurance policy, I got a phone call from insurance and said that I need to update my address. And I tried to Google search it, and I found the Secretary of State's website to update the address. And this is the result of the change of address through Secretary of State from my company, Black Hollow VIP Lima LLC. But this didn't help with the PUC, so yeah, I had to do it again, like you already have seen here.
So can you tell us how and when you obtained this document?
I went to the website of the Secretary of State and searched for my company name, and there was like edit info, something like that, and I edited the address through there.
Okay, and when did you do that?
As soon as I received a call from insurance, I believe it was either October 17th or October 18th, 2023.
Okay. All right. And
Not sure. I mean, there should be address on it, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Can we enlarge the a little bit more? I
might have the email for it actually. I think I have.
No. Well, that's okay. Whatever document that is on the screen, which I assume is the document you want me to consider.
Sure.
Is all we need.
Yes.
Is your name anywhere on this document? It's
Not
okay
that
if it's not.
I don't think it is over there.
Okay.
Only,
is your company's name anywhere on this document?
Yes, Your Honor. It's Black Hollow VIP Lima LLC. Okay,
and then where can we see that name?
It's right next to entity name or true name.
Okay. And what is the entity ID for your company that is on this document?
I have no idea. I mean, I think it's a automatic generated number, I think.
Right, but so what's the number associated with your company according to the Secretary of State as it shows on this page? on this document?
Yes, I think it's the number associated with the company for some reason. I don't know what that number is.
Okay, can you read that number, please?
Sure. Yeah, I can. Yes, Your Honor. It's 202-211-39741.
Okay. And you said that you've obtained it either on October 17 or October 18th after you've modified your business address to your company's business address to your current company's business address on the Secretary of State website. That's the document that you've received after you've made the change, and that's what you printed. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. With that in mind, Ms. Hayden, do you have an objection to, if admitted, what will be marked as hearing exhibit 202?
Your Honor, staff would object on relevancy grounds. This is a filing for another state agency, which would not be applicable here. And based on the witness's testimony that it didn't help with the PUC, would ask the court to deny the request to admit this.
I will overrule the objection. I understand what you're saying, but I will overrule the objection, and I will ask Mr. I appreciate it, but I will ask Mr. Maracli to tell me why you believe this document is important. I think you may have already stated it, but just to clarify why you want me to consider this document, Mr. Maracli.
Yes, Your Honor. I just wanted to show you and the members here in the meeting my effort to fix the issue right now for the financial responsibility of my company.
Okay. That's understood. Anything else you would like me to know about that document?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else related to the document or not that you would like me to consider or no?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Hayden, do you have any cross-examination for Mr. Maracli?
I do, Your Honor. 3 questions, Your Honor.
When you're ready, please go ahead. Actually, Mr. Maracli, and now it will be Ms. Hayden's turn to ask you a few questions. So she will go ahead right now. Thank you.
Of course.
Good afternoon, Mr. Maracli.
Good afternoon, Ms. Hayden.
To your knowledge, no form showing that you have proper insurance coverage has been filed with the commission.
As of now, that is correct.
And as a result of this proceeding, you understand that because you have not filed that form with the commission, showing evidence of that insurance or surety coverage, that your permit or your certificate is summarily suspended, and you cannot operate your business until such form is filed with the commission?
Understood.
And 20 days after filing, the ALJ's initial decision revoking your license becomes a final decision by the commission. Do you understand you can provide proper proof of insurance before that decision becomes final to avoid that revocation?
I need the PUC to update my address to be able for my insurance to submit for me in this case.
Thank you, Mr. Maracli. No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you for that. Any last minute questions or things you would like me to know, Mr. Maracli?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I would urge you to thank you very much for your testimony. You are excused. I would urge you to remain connected to this Zoom session until we're concluded, or at the very least, listen in on the stream on YouTube, where this hearing is being streamed, because I will have an advisement of sorts that you would probably want to listen to along the lines of some of the questions that Ms. Hayden just asked you. So again, you are excused. Thank you for your testimony. Now let's move on to Mr. Araya.
Can I
Thank
ask
you.
a question, sir?
yes, go ahead.
Do you mind if I turn my camera off and start driving? I have to be somewhere.
I don't mind, but again, I would urge you to listen to the very end where I will note some things that might be for your benefit. So
I sure will be here connected
okay.
until the end.
Right. You're welcome to shut off your video and mute yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, of course. Mr. Araya, are you ready to present your evidence?
Yeah, actually, I'm still trying to figure out to upload it. I only have the insurance with me right now. I don't have the E4. I don't even know about it before, but that's what they are working for. They are working on my insurance company. That's he reviewing my E4. I heard it. I never know about it before.
Right.
But
all right. Just let's. I mean, I'll let you say whatever you would like to say. Just but let's hold on. Can you please raise your right hand, Mr. Araya?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you will give will be the truth?
I swear.
Okay. Thank you. You may put your hand down. And again, you started testifying, so I'm assuming you want to testify, and that's perfectly fine. I also understand that you've uploaded a document. Is that correct as well?
No, I don't upload it yet. I'm trying to figure out because I couldn't get it into Outlook. I never used it before. So I have another email with Outlook. I believe, I don't know. That's why it's not getting me. So I'm trying to sign up. As you can see, I'm trying to turn on my laptop, try to sign on and create a new one.
I understand. Would you like me to move on to the third respondent connected so that you may have some time to upload the document, and then once you've uploaded the document, I'll come back to you? Is that a good plan as far as you're concerned?
Yes, Diana.
Okay. It appears that also Mr. Nielsen hasn't accepted the request to upload documents yet. So, Mr. Nielsen, would you kindly turn your camera on and unmute yourself?
Yes, Your Honor. Can you see me?
I don't believe I can. Let's see here.
Judge, I can see him.
Oh, I can see him. I'm sorry. I apologize. I can see.
No problem.
I'm mute. Anyway, I can see you and I can hear you, but I understand that you have not yet been able to upload any documents. Is that because you don't want to, or you don't have any documents to upload, or because, or for another reason? Could you tell me?
Yes, sir. It's certainly not intentional, Your Honor. I'm having a problem trying to find the box.com link to where I can upload the document.
Okay.
Perhaps the document that I'm trying to upload will be more relevant in my testimony.
Right. So,
Judge, the link was emailed to him. So, Mr. Nielsen, maybe check your spam.
Did you check your email, including your spam, Mr. Nielsen?
I'm checking now as we speak, Your Honor. Thank you
And
for your
Mr.
patience.
Araya, that might be applicable to you as well. If you do not see that link, you might also, in your inbox, you might also check your.
Actually, sorry to interrupt.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I find the link. The problem is
You don't have the documents. You yet, correct?
Yeah, I have to take a picture, and I already take a picture actually, but the only thing I couldn't sign in when I click to the it take me to the Outlook. So the Outlook, I don't use it a lot. I had it before, but I don't use it. So it's in other email. It's not in this email, the one that I have. So I'm trying to create for the email I gave you, Outlook. I believe it's Microsoft account. That's what I'm trying to create. So if I can send it, if it is email, I think it would be easier to send it.
Let me think for a second. Ms. Kunkel, do you have anything to say about Mr. Araya's request about the email? Mr. Araya, are you able to convert that email to a PDF?
PDF.
Do you know what a PDF file is? It's okay if you don't.
I know what PDF file is, so I don't know how to convert it though.
But you do not know how to convert. Well,
What is the document that you're trying to send? Is it an email or is it an actual document?
It's actually this. Let me turn on the again. It's the certificate of liability.
But you don't have that on your phone or computer or anything like that?
Yeah,
As a file?
I just upload it. I just take a picture of it. So that's what I'm trying to send.
but if you take an image, Ms. Kunkel, that would not work, right? Because it's not a PDF, or am I wrong?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay, or maybe I can send it later. I might not have anything to submit right now, but I can send it.
We can't. So the hearing is the hearing, and so I can't.
Exactly.
Actually, think for a second.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Hi, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But I heard that there were two respondents that needed help, like updating the address and everything so that their insurance could be filed. I will get in contact with them and send them emails so that we could go on and get their addresses updated in our system so that their insurance can be filed as soon as possible. And I could, like I said, I could send emails and get in contact with them directly if you like.
And that's greatly appreciated. I am just trying to make sure that whatever, and I think that would be a great idea. But I'm trying to make sure that whatever documents the respondents and evidence want to present during this hearing, I'm giving them the opportunity to do so. I understand that you, Ms. Riley, will send them an email directly and give them the opportunity to update their addresses and provide whatever other information. But it's a little bit different than my desire to give the respondents the opportunity to present whatever evidence they would like to present. So, having said all of that, and again, it's greatly appreciated that you will correspond with the respondents directly, Ms. Riley. Having said all of that, why won't we, Mr. Nilsson, have you been able to upload any documents yet?
Excuse me, Your Honor. Sorry for the delay. I'm, for some reason, having a hard time locating the box.com link. I'm searching my email. I don't know if this is relevant, but the document that I'm trying to upload is a permit cancellation document. I'm canceling the permit until further notice as we're in between our fleet right now. So I spoke with Jessica from the PUC and have emailed a PUC permit cancellation form.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if that needs to be uploaded to the box.com, if that's relevant.
It needs to the extent you want to present it, but I will, of course, accept any testimony you would like to provide in that regard. So,
Judge, excuse me, I resent it again, and I have the email address as Skyler, SKYLER @experienceguide.com.
That is the correct email. Let me see here.
I resent it just a couple minutes ago.
Thank you for doing that. Let me double
Sure.
check here. And I'm checking my spam folder as well per your suggestion. Got it. Thank you so much for that. So you indeed would like me to upload the document that I emailed for the permit cancellation? Is that what I understand?
Well, I would like you to upload whatever documents you'd like me to consider.
Okay.
And again, that process is a little bit different than the process of making sure you have the documentation on file with the commission, which you, of course, more than welcome to make sure, but that this hearing is a little bit different. And again, you will hear my advisement at the end, you will get the opportunity to come into compliance. But again, that's different than your ability to present whatever evidence you want to present in this case.
Thank you, Your Honor. That makes sense, and I'm uploading the document as we speak.
Very good. All right, and Mr. Araya, I am hopeful that you are working on that as well, on uploading whatever documents you would like me to consider.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Doing my best.
Okay, so once I get confirmation from Stephanie that she received the documents, we will from whoever sends it first, we'll go on with the presentation of evidence for that respondent. So I'm wondering whether it would make sense to take a short recess or not.
Your Honor, I should have this uploaded here within the next 30 seconds at most.
Okay.
I apologize
So,
for the delay.
Thank you. Okay, so let's not go on recess quite yet.
And Mr. Nielsen, can you spell your name?
Yes, my first name is Skyler, spelled Skyler. My last name is Nielsen, spelled Nielsen. It says the document has been uploaded successfully.
Very good. So, Mr. Nielsen, would you please raise your right hand? And do you swear or affirm that the testimony you will give will be the truth?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
You may put your hand down. Thank you for spelling your name. When you're ready, you're welcome to testify, to tell me everything you think I should know about your matter.
Certainly. Your Honor, on August 29th, we sold our shuttle van. I'm a very small business. We just have one shuttle van. We sold the shuttle van on August 29th, anticipating that within 30 days from that date, approximately, that we would have another vehicle added to our fleet, if you will. The deal fell through. Like, the van that we ordered is not going to be delivered for, it looks like, at least another 60 days from now. So while I will admit that I did neglect to notify the PUC of this matter, it was just brought to my attention yesterday when I received the email that that my permit status was compromised. So when I called the PUC today and spoke with, it was Jessica or Stephanie, I was put in touch with, I was provided the email address where I sent the permit cancellation form, which is also the document that I just uploaded to Box.
Okay. Understood.
Judge, I'm refreshing the screen. I don't see it come through yet.
Okay.
It's uploaded to Box. Do I share it? This is my first time using Box.com, so please excuse my ignorance here.
As long as it was put in that hearing or folder, the 23C0497-INS, that's in your Box.com folder under the Experience Guide LLC company.
Let me click on the folder and then try uploading it again here. I'm doing that as we speak. Can you verify now if that was added to the folder? Oh, here we go. My mistake. Again, excuse me.
I
This is
see
my
it
first
now.
time using. Do you? Okay,
I see
cool.
it now. Yep.
Yeah, so what I was instructed to do, Your Honor, was to file this permit cancellation form for now, and then once we get our new vehicle, go back in and reapply for the PUC to be not even reinstated, but a new PUC license, from what I understand, just on the brief call from this morning.
Okay, and so what exactly is this document that now appears on the screen?
Yes, Your Honor. So what we're looking at here is the Colorado Department of Regulatory Agencies header at the top. The form is called a permit cancellation form. The PUC number is my company's PUC number. My company's Experience Guide LLC, which is also listed below the PUC number. For the record, my PUC number as of prior to cancellation was LL03603. It also is dated today, Wednesday, October 25th, and you can see my name printed, my signature, my title as the owner of the company, and also the date in which I executed the document.
Okay, and you said that you sent that document today.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. I sent it at 12. I sent it to Jessica Romero.
Okay.
So her email is jessica.romero@state.co.us, and it was sent today right before I joined, or right after I joined the call. It sent at 12:26 p.m. today.
Okay.
So just a little less than an hour ago.
Understood. So, given that you've gone through this trouble, I'm assuming you would like me to consider admitting this document into evidence. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that would be great. Thank you.
Ms. Hayden, do you have an objection to what will be marked, if admitted, as hearing exhibit 300 that was as just described by Mr. Nielsen?
No objection, Your Honor.
No objection. Okay, so what will be marked as hearing exhibit 300 and has just been described by Mr. Nielsen is admitted. Mr. Nielsen, do you have anything else that you would like me to know or consider in your matter? Or in Experience Guide LLC's matter?
I guess just a curious question is, when I go to reapply for a PUC, will it be a different PUC number, or is that something I ask someone else in terms of the process?
I honestly don't know the answer to that question, but I am sure that I'm not sure. I suspect that staff would be more than happy to help you to answer this question for you. Ms. Hayden, do you have any cross-examination for Mr. Nielsen?
Yes, Your Honor, just one question.
Of course.
That Mr. Nielsen, would you agree that proper insurance coverage has not been filed with Commission by today's date?
That's correct.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Again, any last minute issues you would like me to know or ask Mr. Nielsen?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much for asking. I appreciate it.
No problem. So again, I would advise you at the very least, you're welcome to mute yourself and shut your camera off. But I will have a short advisement at the very end, which I think would be of benefit for you to listen to. If you will be disconnecting from this call, there's a live stream that you can easily find on YouTube that you can listen to for my advisement. But again, I would urge you to listen to it because it might be for your benefit. Thank you for your testimony. Thank you for appearing here today. And let's move on to Mr. Araya. Mr. Araya, have you been able to upload any documents to box.com?
Not yet. I just got into the box.com and I'm I'm sending from my phone to my email and still trying to figure out what to do. I don't even know how to use this box.
Let me ask you this. Is there, is what you're trying to upload an email?
I'm trying to upload the certificate liability for insurance.
Okay. Let's, Mr. I had to press you on this, but do you believe you will be able to upload the document that you would like me to consider in the next few minutes, Mr. Araya?
It's in my hand. The paper I can drop off at the PC. That's where I was earlier. So I'm trying to figure out how I can how these things work and trying to upload. What I have right now is a hard copy, just in my hand, and I take picture of it, and that's what I'm trying to upload.
You took a picture of the physical document that you would like me to consider, and that's what you're trying to upload onto box.com. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So may I ask where what issues you're having with this process?
Yeah, I'm trying to upload it because I never used the box. So I'm trying to figure out how I can do this. I'm trying to figure out how I can upload it. I can upload it if I get a time, but or I can drop it at the PUC. But right for now, maybe we can. And I'm still waiting for my underwriter to review.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I understand. Let's do this. Actually, hold on just one moment. I'm trying to see if there's a different way that might make it easier for you to yeah. Okay. So are you able to email that document?
Yeah, I can email that if I get email.
Okay. So are you writing or typing? Perhaps you should type it. I will spell the email address for you, and you can email it directly to my clerk, and my clerk would download it, convert it if necessary, and then present it as you're ready to introduce the document into evidence. So the address you should be sending your the document that you would like me to consider is Stephanie, spelled S as in Sam, T as in Tom, E as in elephant, P as in Paul, H, A, N as in Nancy, I, E, dot or period, Kunkel, spelled K, U,
Okay.
And
Stephanie, when you say Stephanie dot,
correct, Stephanie.K
mhm,
U as in umbrella, N as in Nancy, K E L as in Lima. So Stephanie.Kunkel at state
state,
.co.us.
.us.
If you could attach your document and send it right now, does not even have to have anything in the subject line. If you could do it, if you can do it
Okay.
right now, that would be great.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I just sent it to the honor.
Very good. All right, I will await confirmation from Ms. Kunkel to make sure she received it and has been able to open it. And once we have that, I will let you testify. So you're sure it's been sent, correct? Mr. Araya,
Yes. Yes. Let me go to my email again. Check it.
if you could go through your sent mail, make sure it was sent, and make sure Ms. Kunkel's email that you have is correct.
Yeah. Stephanie dot Kunkel at state.co.us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Judge, it just came through. Let me make sure that I can open
Okay.
it first.
Okay. Thank
Yes.
you.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I see it. Just one second.
Mr. Araya, I don't recall whether I swore you in. So why won't we go ahead, and if it's the second time, I don't think it will hurt anything. So would you kindly raise your right hand? And do you swear or affirm that the testimony you will give will be the truth?
I swear.
Thank you.
I'm
When
ready,
you
Judge, when you are. Sorry.
of course, no problem at all. Mr. Araya, when you're ready, you're welcome to testify.
Yes, the honor.
And actually, before you do, I don't believe I had you spell your name for the record. So if you could kindly do that as well.
My first name is Robel, R-O-B-E-L. Last name is Araya, Araya.
Very good. Now you may testify now. Thank you.
Yeah. I received the email yesterday. And my insurance is active until November 3rd, and I have this paper, and so they might mail me from PUC, but I didn't see anything like because I moved from where I used to live. So my insurance is active, so that's why like I go to the insurance company today, and they told me um they're gonna call the underwriter, and he's reviewing it. It shouldn't be canceled. That's what they told me. So I don't know anything further than that. So that's all I know. Thank you.
Understood. And that document that you've worked so hard on sending to Ms. Kunkel, would you like me to consider admitting it? And if so, Ms. Kunkel, could you please present it on the screen? And you, Mr. Araya, tell us what is it? What is that document that you would like me to consider?
Oh, okay. This is the certificate of liability. And it can shows, and the date of the expiration is right there, 11/03/2023. So as long as I have the insurance, I don't understand why is it considered as canceled, because my insurance is still active, and I'm still paying for the insurance. So there's nothing on my hand that I did a mistake. Like, so I don't know if it could be from the insurance company, but I'm still paying the commercial insurance, unless there's anything that I don't know that I should do. So yeah, but it can show the insurance, it expires on the 11/03, which is November 3rd, this coming November 3rd. So until then, I'm trying to shop around and get another insurance. So until November 3rd, my
Okay.
insurance is active.
All right. And may I ask, how did you obtain this document?
How did you obtain?
How did you get it? How did it?
Yeah,
You said you were holding a physical piece of paper before.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I have right now.
Okay, so how did you become in possession of that of this document?
I have the insurance from before. I had it from my insurance from State Farm.
Right, so they mailed it to you?
No, I get it on May, and today I go there again, and I bring, just in case, I bring another paper, but I have the same paper from November. From May 5 that I get it. The same paper.
You got it, but my question to you is, how did you get it? Did you go online and print it? Did they email it to you?
I go in person. I go in person.
Oh, you went in person, and
Yeah.
Where did you go? Where did you go to obtain it, to get this document?
To my agent, which is located at 10200 East Gerard Avenue, Suite A, 400.
Okay,
State Farm
so
Insurance.
You went to 10200 East Gerard Avenue, Suite A 400, and I'm reading the address on this document that you would like me to consider. Denver, Colorado 80231. You went to that address, and you spoke to your agent. What's the name of your agent?
Mark. At this time is Mark. Actually, Rosalind was my agent. Mark is he's the one now.
Mark is the insurance agent responsible for correspondence with you, I understand right now, but who handed you this document when you went to?
Mark.
Mark, okay. Okay, and when was it handed to you, this document? On what date? I see that it, on the top right, the date reads May 4th, 2023. Is that correct?
Okay. I have the same paper. I have two papers, which is the same thing. I get this one on May, and I get the other one today. So which is the same paper?
I understand. I'm just trying to understand the document that appears on the screen today. The document, a copy of which appears on the screen right now.
Mhm.
That's the document that was handed to you on May 4th, 2023, when you went to State Farm's office at 10200 East Yard Avenue, Suite A400 in Denver, Colorado, 80231. Is that correct?
This one is display. I got it today from my insurance company.
How did you get it today?
I go to the office, which is the State Farm agency,
Okay.
and that, yeah. And
Okay,
I
so
asked,
you went today. Today,
Yeah,
today this was handed to you by your insurance agent, Mark. Is that correct?
yes, correct, Your Honor.
And then on the top left portion of this document that appears to be entitled Certificate of Liability Insurance, there's the name of the insured. Who is the insured?
Robel Araya, which is me.
Okay.
On Time Denver Limo LLC is the company.
Okay.
Yeah,
And what is the address of the company under that?
it's 13936 East Vassar Avenue, apartment 302.
Okay. And that's still the On Time Denver's address. Is that correct?
Actually, yeah, I moved from this address.
So this is no longer On Time Denver Limo LLC's address. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm assuming you would like me to consider admitting this document into evidence. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Ms. Hayden, do you have any objection to the admission of what will be, if admitted, will be marked as hearing exhibit 400 that has just been described by Mr. Araya?
No, Your Honor.
Hearing exhibit 400, what will be marked as hearing exhibit 400 and has just been described by Mr. Araya is admitted. Mr. Araya, is there anything else about this document or anything that you would like me to hear or consider today in your matter?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so you have nothing further to add. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Now it will be Ms. Hayden's turn to ask you questions, should she have any, or what we refer to as cross-examination. And so, Ms. Hayden, do you have any cross-examination for Mr. Araya?
Yes, Your Honor.
When you're ready, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mr. Araya.
Good afternoon, Ms. Hayden.
Mr. Araya, you would agree that your proof of insurance has not been filed on the proper forms with the PUC, is that correct?
Okay, sorry again, I beg your pardon.
Would you agree that your proof of insurance has not been filed on the proper forms with the PUC?
With PUC, yeah, as far as I know, yeah, it's not filed.
Okay, and you are aware that State Farm notified the PUC of a cancellation of your insurance. That's what, right?
From State Farm, you mean?
Yes, Mr. Araya.
Until yesterday, all I know was my insurance was active. I thought everything was okay. So that when I get the email yesterday, that's when I know it's not was PUC, there's something wrong with the E4, no, is it E4? There's a file that's not been, was PUC, that's what I know.
That there's an issue with the PUC. They don't have the right form. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. And you know you have an opportunity to correct that after today's date, right?
Yes.
No further
Okay.
questions.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Araya.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Ada.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Araya. That concludes your testimony. You're excused, but again, if you hold on just a few more, couple more minutes, I will provide an advisement that concludes the evidentiary portion of the hearing. And as I've mentioned, I will make a short advisement to advise the respondents who have logged in today and participated in the hearing, as well as any other respondents who may be listening to this hearing or to this stream or a live stream of this hearing. And so I will take this matter under advisement and issue a written recommended decision. That decision will not be effective immediately. Again, it will not be effective immediately. It will be effective 20 days after it is mailed. The mailing date will be stated on the first page of my recommended decision. So you should pay close attention to the mail date, because you will have, again, 20 days from that date to have the appropriate documentation filed with the commission. You should make sure that the commission has the correct mailing address for your company or companies, for each of the respondents' companies. My written recommended decision will be sent by US mail. The decision will include information on what you can do to avoid revocation of your respective authorities. By your, I mean the respondents in this case. I do not know when exactly the written recommended decision will be mailed, but as I already noted, you will have 20 days from that date to take action to avoid revocation. Again, thank you all for your presentation, for appearing here today. I am sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm glad we were able to resolve them. This will conclude the hearing. And we are adjourned. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thanks for everybody for their time and efforts. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.